Hello. Now today we are discussing about the harmonized system code, or in short we call it as HS code. In international trade, when we are doing exporting and importing, we are working with many different counterparts from different countries all over the world. And the same item which we classify and define in a way in our country, here in Bangladesh, that can be classified and defined in another way in other countries. So that's why there is a necessity that we have a harmony in the classification and definition of the items. And with that necessity, the World Customs Organization, they have about almost all countries in the world, over 200 member countries under the World Customs Organization. They have developed a code for which is common and uniform for all countries of the world. So here we have now an uniformity to follow a particular code for all traded items around the world. And in this item we have if we go to a site, we will see that, like here you can see that from 01 to 99 we have all items broadly classified under this category. So you can see that it is about 99 chapters we have in this. So each of them, 01, 02, each of them are chapters, and from 01 chapter to 05 chapters, they are classified as one section which is defining all items related to animal and animal products. So if we want to know that how we are classifying them in our country context, in case of National Board of Revenue, then if you go to the National Board of Revenue site and you click on customs and then you click on tariff schedule, you will find out the tariff schedule, where you see that our government has defined from 0 to 5 as section 1, and accordingly they have covered all chapters up to 99 within 21 sections. So up to 21 sections. And if you click on any particular chapter, for example chapter 1, you reach a document which is about for live animals and animal products. So this is chapter 1, live animal. So if you go there, you will see that this 01, this is the name of the chapter. The chapter is live animal. And then if you go to the 01, it means live horses, asses and mules. So how do we go there? How do we do this number? I'm just showing you an example from this site. For example, this is 01, which is about animal and animal products. So if we click there, we get a further we get a further classification, or you can say, so this is the chapter name and this is the subheading name. So with the subheading name, we see that 01 and 01, that these 4 digit means horses, asses, mules and hinnies. So if we click on that subheadings, we get to the individual items list. We get to individual items list. So here you see that we have now 6 digit, 01, 01 and then 11, which means purebred breeding animals, or in 01, 01 and 20 is asses, mules and hinnies. So these are the 6 digits which is common for all over the world. But after the 6th digit, the 7th digit, 8th digit, 9th digit and 10th digit, here the countries, these last 4 digits of the 10 digits, the countries, they can have their own specifications of the code. For example, in Bangladesh, you can see that for asses, or last time what we saw, that for 01 and then 01 and 11, it means purebred breeding animals. So if you go there in Bangladesh, you can see that Bangladesh government, they have identified as that 01, 01 and then 21, this is like purebred breeding animals. And then they have added 2 more 0 to identify a specific number for Bangladesh. But for other items like for live bovine animals, they have added 90. So this is the discretion of a country from the 7th digit to 10th digit, that they can add the digits according to their necessity or their convenience. Now, for Bangladesh, we can see that for all these animal sections, I mean for section chapter 01 and heading 01, we see that for all items the import duty is 5% and for export duty it is free. Now, in context of Bangladesh, we are using 8 digits for our HS code, but in some countries like Korea, if you go to the Korean site, you will see that they are using 10-digit HS code. So it depends on a country whether they will use more than 6, and if more than 6, then whether they will use 8-digit or 10-digit. And okay, I mean, when we are using this as an importer or an exporter, how it helps us, I mean, when we are doing business. Actually, the HS code is used by almost all countries to define the tariffs, that what kind of tariffs will be paid for what type of products. So they mean the products and they define the products by HS code. So HS code, our products HS code will show us the relevant tariffs for us when we are doing trade with a country and we are about to pay the tariffs for that. And it also gives us, I mean, when I'm just mentioning, let us take an example. For example, if we take any item for like petroleum jelly. So petroleum jelly, if you see the sections here, it can be a chemical item or it can be a medicine item. So if we see that all chemical items, or it can be just some processed vegetable products if it is sourced from a vegetable item. So now, I mean, when we see the tax for or tariff for vegetable items, chemical items, or for beauty items, it will be different. And as an importer or exporter, it is my interest to find out the lowest tax for the items. So so that's why we need to strategically find out the best HS code category which suits my business to get optimum profits from the trade. So for that we look for the most favorable HS code for our items, or at least most favorable category. We sometimes negotiate with the authorities to get our products classified in a favorable HS code category. And sometimes when we do the international trade negotiations, we try to find more of our items classified in a favorable category. That's all what we can share for HS code right now. Thank you all.